Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Martha and today we're doing an apartment tour. Clearly you can see there's a lot more going on in here than there was. It's been a while. I think I was doing my series of moving vlogs and I haven't done like an updated apartment tour yet. I'm gonna show you all the little things I'm still working on as we go through the tour. There's also some stuff I want to change in here, so I'm definitely gonna point that out. My apartment is not complete yet. I underestimated the cost of just like moving into an apartment, especially on your own. This was my first time living by myself. My best friend and I lived together for 8 years and we like got rid of everything. So I literally had to buy like plates, bowls, like stupid things like can openers and pans. I haven't even bought like a full pan set yet. And also as a content creator, I got a lot of things gifted, which has been such a lifesaver. But man, everything's expensive. So I've definitely been going a little bit slower as far as getting everything furnished. But like from this view, I'm very happy with this so far. My style is very bright, white, pops of color. After living in this unit for a little bit of time, I would say I would like a bit more natural light, especially if you've watched my videos before and you've seen the place I was living before. It stayed light out from like morning to night every day. This place is gorgeous. I love it. It looks really bright too because the light is reflecting off of all the white walls. But I have gorgeous windows in the front. I'll give you a full tour and I will share my updates and what I'm working on, what I want to do. And if you guys have advice for me in spots that I'm like still working on, I would love to hear them. I'll link my Pinterest too below so you can see the style that I'm going for. Let's take a look around. Okay, let's start with the entryway. So, hi, that's me. This is clearly my front door right there. And then I wanted to do a little entry table that wouldn't take up too much space. I saw these wire racks on Pinterest and a lot of like Scandinavian style houses, but you see how this one has like the straight lines? And if you just Google search like, I think these are called wire racks. This specific one does not come up and it took me a while to find it. It's from IKEA. I don't know why it doesn't come up on search, but IKEA is the only one that makes them with like these straight across wires. I think it looks way better because if you get one at Home Depot, it has like X's here. It's great to keep shoes down here. I already had these plastic bins from Hay in my closet room before. So my ideal plan is to empty out what's in that bin and make it a storage bin and stack the other one that I have on top. I have like a bluish color and that'll just be a storage place to get things out of my closet, my hall closet. And then on top, this little bowl is from Target and it holds my keys, my garage opener. This lamp is from IKEA. That was like a last minute find for me. Honestly, I saw it and I thought it was cute. This I've had and it just has some cute stuff in it. And then here's what I'm thinking to round out the area. So you can see I have this big white space. Ideally, I don't want the bag to stay in this carton. I want it to hang on the wall. And so I'm thinking I could do a small wall hook here, and then the bag will hang, whatever I put will hang there. And then potentially doing like a small gallery wall here or just putting one picture here because I do have a lot of extra wall art still. Staying on the very small entryway that I have, this black ceramic guy is from Urban Outfitters. It's actually from their market, so it's from a different vendor than Urban Outfitters, but Urban sells it on their site. It's made of like a clay pottery. And then this TV stand I got on Facebook Marketplace. It was actually a really good deal. They were selling it for like $150. And then I put my TV above the TV stand. You can see how high the ceiling is. It's a little bit lower to match the height of the couch. So when you're sitting, you're not cranking your neck and looking upwards. Okay, one thing I really need to get is a wire cover for this. Like, I just know it would look so much better if it was all white, and I really need to get one of those, I think. Okay, next we have my lovely couch that you saw in my last video, if you watched it. This couch I had a bit of a debacle with. It's from Value Furniture. They have a studio in downtown LA, so if you're in LA, you can go and actually sit on the couches and see all the pieces in person. They also have another store in Hawaii and somewhere else in the States. So, long story short, I got delivered 2 of the same pieces, and I originally was just gonna have a couch like this length, not a L. And I put the 2 pieces right here in front of the window. And after having them there, like, I tried to just connect them for a little bit because I had to wait for the correct one to come. I was like, you know what, it blocks a lot of the window. And so what ended up happening was with the pieces they had available, I got sent, like, we couldn't do the original couch because the 1/2 was out of stock. And so I got sent this longer piece over here, and together it was lopsided. One side was shorter than the other. They had a corner piece available, and I was like, can we add the corner and just make it an L? I think it worked out so nice. These pillows Luda found for me at Goodwill for like $5.99. They do slip around, but they look really cute. The couch is really comfy though. I would recommend it. And also all the covers are removable, so it can't be washed. This is from Astrid Wilson. I love that. I've had that for a while. Since I lived with Luda, I've had that. This light I bought while I was moving in, and I got it for $150, which I thought was a pretty good deal on Craigslist. And I have a light bulb in it so you can change the color. A few more things while we're looking at this side of the apartment. This table is from Sunday's Furniture. It can really be used for anything. I really need a rug. That's one of the things I'm missing in here, is I want a big beige rug that covers this whole area, like that the table sits on, that the couch sits on. I think it'll tie everything together, just because right now you can see the floor looks kind of unfinished, I guess, in a way. And then when my mom was in town, we hung up curtains in 3 spots, and they look so good. This is a photo of what the wall looked like before we added the curtains. Adding them made the room feel more cozy and this wall feel less ugly. So it covers the frame and those ugly blinds, if you can see them. It really just makes it look more feminine and girly, and I love the vibes. These green pillows are also from Sunday Citizen, and they are hella soft. Would recommend. Okay, this is kind of my crazy angle of the house right now. Let me just say, I was out of town and I had someone pick up this chair for me because I thought it was going to be perfect. It's not. I will show you what it looks like compared to the couch right here. It's really short, and I think I'm gonna put it back in my bedroom. TBD, that's the plan for now. This is a 6-penny chair. It's usually like $1,400, but someone was selling it for $600, which is a really good deal, considering it looks like they never sat in it. But I wanted to show in the video the space with the chair, because my plan is to have a nice oversized chair here, or maybe 2 chairs, to create a little like talking living area. Just also to separate the room out a bit from the shelves in the dining room to make this feel more like a cohesive space. I've been sitting in this chair a lot, so it's been nice to have it here, and it's good to see that the vision will come through. Love to see that. I think it will be good in my bedroom. It's pretty dark back there during the day, but once it hits like 5:30 to 7, more light comes in, and I don't hang out there as much, but it gets dark up here, so I was like, it would be nice to have a chair back there that's not my bed, so I can sit and read in it. These are my lovely windows in the front. My landlord doesn't take care of the yard, so there's some big weeds I need to pull, but we have some pretty roses. Those blinds are kind of closed. Okay, the bookshelves, I need some help because they just look chaotic. I've been like collecting knickknacks. So here's the plan. That printed picture frame on the right needs to change to a white just to make things look easier on the eye. Ideally, I want to do all white on this top shelf, like maybe all plants in white containers, something like that. I think that'd be pretty. And then the shelves, I am just kind of like gathering things and trying to make it work and moving them around. I'm kind of over that neon pink candlestick. I literally just stuck it up there 5 minutes ago. And then on these bottom 4 shelves, I was thinking of putting in little storage containers just to have backup space and create more of a neutral vibe on these bookshelves, because this area is kind of a shit show. So if y'all remember, this mirror used to be in that spot that I just showed you. But what I found was this spot has way better light, and you know, like for my job and stuff, I do a lot of photos and videos in the mirror, and I was like, you know what, this wall is way better. I can also like move it out a smidge and it's brighter. It also just kind of like tucks well here. I like it in this spot. That left me with this, and I had hung those two pictures to be next to the mirror. That is why they're still there. I think they need to move. I was gonna maybe change this whole space and make it like a reading nook, but I'm thinking those pictures need to go here in the middle, and with the other wall art I have, I can do like a mini gallery wall, add like a velvet bench or the acrylic chair, and turn this into an actual desk area, keep the desk, and then add some cute knickknacks on the top. I think that's my best bet for now, just so I don't have to do anything crazy, and then later if I decide I don't want a desk, I can do a chair or something. And this is literally the stuff that I'm still figuring out. I wanted to like get everything done before I did an apartment update, but I was like, you know what, this is just how it is. So, and Ludo thrifted this. I want to put a tree in it and create some height right here. Welcome to my lovely little dining room that I adore. A few things going on in here. How do I feel about the blue paint? Because at first I loved the blue paint, and then my mom was like, you should paint it. And I was like, no, I love the blue. And then the more I've been in here and I've been adding on my color, I'm like, I think the shade of blue is a little bit off, and I'm kind of thinking like a tan pink, like more of a, not necessarily a blush, but like a neutrally shade that kind of reads as a pink would be really nice in here. And maybe make everything else I have going on look just more right. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I'm thinking. The curtains in here changed everything. I will link the curtain rod and the curtains that we got. They're just really cheap IKEA curtains, and the curtain rod is fairly affordable too. It was off of Amazon. I wanted a glass dining table, and I happened to find this one thrifted on Facebook Marketplace. I got this fucker in my car by myself. The legs didn't come off, the glass didn't come off. I flipped this bitch upside down and put it in my trunk. Can you believe it? And it almost didn't fit. It had these little legs that screwed off on the bottom part, and I realized last minute I just had to pull them off and get them in the car. And then I originally wanted mismatched chairs. I've completely changed my mind on that, and she was like, do you want to buy any of the chairs? And so I took these two white ones because I had a stool and I have this acrylic chair. I've now decided I want to do like wooden dining chairs, like a West Elm style dining chair. I think that's gonna give it like a standy, homey feel that I'm looking for. There's already a lot of white in my apartment. I didn't want to do a white chair. She just was like, do you want to take these? Gave them to me for like $10 each, so I said, why not? But especially with the glass tabletop too, I think wooden chairs would be a lot better. Gotta have fresh flowers to make it cute and pretty. I love how the curtains kind of hang on the floor. It's because we have this molding in the ceiling, so you can't go all the way up to the ceiling with the curtain rods, so they drape nicely. This bookshelf is from Herman Miller. It's the tallest one. I've wanted this thing forever. I was so stoked to get it. And this print is from Desenio. I had it in my last apartment, and I've been considering changing it out. I know it's not centered. I haven't fixed it since I hung the curtains. Whoops. And then I have my huge Monstera plant in the corner. Over here, I have my Urban Outfitters bookshelf from the last place. Also, this color palette was not really planned. The pinks just sort of happened. This is like a self-portrait I got done at an event, and a card that I framed, and a picture of my sisters, Mary and Emily. This really cool lamp is also from Value Furniture. And then over here, I just got stuff everywhere. These are prints that I'm either working with or possibly getting rid of. So dining room's in pretty good shape. Oh, and I got a new fan. I had to pay for it because my landlord is annoying as fuck and pay for it to be installed, but it looks so much better than the other one. Okay, the last area I'm gonna show you today is the bathroom. I'm gonna wait to film more in the morning on a different day because the lighting in my kitchen is the best in the morning and I want you guys to see it when it looks pretty. And then with my bedroom, it has to be in the evening. I'm not gonna be here later, and also I want to try moving that chair back there before I film it. So I'm gonna show you my bathroom, and then the next time you see me, I'll be in a different outfit. I hung my sunglasses thing right here on the wall. This door goes into my bedroom, and then this goes into the bathroom. I think it looks really nice. I just cleaned it, so of course it looks extra pretty. So this is when you close the door. I already had those hooks here, the silver, any of the silver stuff was already here. And then this is the cabinet I had in my last place. I have a few videos on YouTube of me like organizing this thing. It fit literally so well, look. It like just barely makes it. And I have a bunch of organization in here. My mom kind of went crazy in the best way possible, organized, like they're labeled on each thing. This is what it looks like when you're a content creator. This, I mean, I'm sure compared to other people, I don't have much, but it's like a backstock pretty much of all my products. And then if you remember when I first moved in, I have like this updated from the 2000s probably, white tile, and we have the white tile here too. It's nice and clean. Hi. Okay, so I just hung that picture you see behind me. I got that in Palm Springs. It was in an ugly wood frame and I kept it forever and ever. And I kept it forever and ever, and then I was getting rid of a frame and I was like, you know what? I think it'll fit in this white frame. And the picture fit perfectly. I think it's someone's personal photo. My favorite part is this little lady and her dog over here, because you don't really notice it right away. I also believe it's Malibu Arches, or oh my god, not Malibu, Moab Arches, and my grandparents live in Moab and I went there when I was a kid. I've been back a few times, so it's a little bit special. I just switched out my counter objects to be matching. So that one and this circle one. The circle one's from H&M Home. It's a really good deal. It's kind of just my overflow. I think the round looks way better because it doesn't take as much counter space. And then these are my Amazon shelves, which I am sure you guys have seen before on my Instagram. They hold all my products, and then that is a little Desenio guy. Okay, my mom also really helped me organize this. So let's open it. She folded those towels beautifully. I would have never figured that out without her. And then these are just bins from IKEA. And so they have stuff like, this one has all the towels. This one has like my bath stuff. That one's empty. That huge thing up there has toilet paper in it. And then we put a little geode in the empty perfume bottle. That's got sunscreen. Just wanted to like take this very 2000s looking cabinet and give it a bit of an updated vibe. And you know what? I like how it looks like updated in here, but it's also kind of warm. It's got like natural accents with that picture, and then the fabrics and the warm tones. And then I do have this like black element in here with that, just honestly the products. And then over here we have this other frame, which is reflecting really bad on. I got this really cool black longboard that's vintage, it's like made to hang on the wall, and I thought it would look good right there as a little surprise guy. And then this is my shower. We got a Jolie shower head. The chrome matches the outside of the shower and the towel rods and everything. This shelf was already here, and then I added in these two plastic ones from Amazon. They're super strong. I've kept a lot of products on them. Good morning. You are now seeing my kitchen. It is like 9:10, so you can see the sun comes in through here, and it'll like come in until like 11:30, and then it gets a little bit dark in here. This is my favorite little area. I finally got that styled. It took me forever to figure out what I wanted to do with that side. I just had my coffee maker there before and now it's so cute. This is just my boring oven and it gets so hot when I cook. I'm like, do people put something above their oven or is that ugly and weird? It could like potentially catch fire. This is what the kitchen looks like when you come through the dining room. The light is nice and pretty right now. These vintage frames I got at a vintage store in Burbank and they were literally breaking when I bought them, but we figured out how to put them back together and I just thought they were so special. I love this colorful one especially. And then if you've seen my new apartment tours and everything, you know that this has a door back here. This cute little rainbow's from Goodwill in Indiana. I have my portrait of my dog I grew up with and he lived with me in college over here. I love him. Something kind of funny, we're on the floor. My fridge doesn't have magnets, but my oven does. And so I've been putting all these things over here. I was low-key debating if I need like a cork board or something, but then I was like, is that cheesy? I'm not really sure, because I have this wall behind the door, but then it's gonna hide. I do close this when I'm cooking because it gets all smoky in here. Or I could like layer it with the picture of George. I'm not sure. That could look weird because it'd be kind of low. Okay, this is all backlit and not showing very well, but a cute little hack is my mom and I added this curtain above the window and she was like, we should get you a little tension rod and just stick it up there. So that's super easy to take down and makes it cute. Sorry I can't see it very well right now. This trash can I love because it's from Simple Human and just looks nice. And then these are the floors and I really want to get a rug that fits right here, like a flat woven rug. I have a really cute frame I'm planning on putting here. It's green and bright pink, so it'll kind of match that one. All right, the last little part of my apartment tour is my bedroom in the back of the apartment. Like I said, it gets really bright back here in the evening, so it's like 6:30, no, I think it's almost 7 o'clock right now. Granted, we're like back on daylight savings and it's summer, so it's lighter later. But this is like when my room gets the brightest. I also have the camera propped up in the window. I only have the window in the corner in this room. You know, earlier in the video I said I wanted to move that chair and everything back in here. I have a lot going on this weekend because I am in a wedding this weekend, so I have the rehearsal on Friday and the wedding on Saturday, and then I'm going out of town Monday, come back on Thursday, and leave to go out of town on Friday. So I was like, you know what, I just don't have the time to do it right now, and then I'm filming it for the purpose of this vlog. But I was like, it's more fun if I show you what it looks like now, and then I'll come back and rearrange my room a little bit and get it a little more decorated, and then I'll do like an updated apartment tour of when things are further along. This will be the last little bit. Let me show you my bedroom. We came through the door right there. If you've seen my apartment tour when I was moving in, you know that my closet is in here and it's rainbows. I remember when I first moved in, my mom was like, oh my god, it's like a rainbow threw up in there. Pretty true. This shoe rack though is so good. I raved on it during my move-in video, but it's the best. You come in through the door, the bed is right here. I had my bed on an ugly metal frame when I had first moved in, and I think it was in the video. I got this bed frame from Sunday's Furniture. It's called the Wave Bed. Personally, I thought it was gonna be more white. It's kind of like a grayish color. It's pretty cool though because it extends on the sides. It makes it feel more cozy. I think part of the reason why it looks gray though is because underneath, like this is a fabric cover so you can pull it off like you would a couch. And the fabric underneath the slip cover is black, which doesn't really make sense to me because why would you have the original color darker than the cover? And it's like a linen-y, so it kind of shows through. And I think that's why it comes through kind of gray. Also probably because I have the white bedding. I do kind of want to get colorful bedding at some point once I finish up this room, but coming into this room I did want it to be like all white and neutral. Okay, so that's the bed situation. This is definitely gonna stay as is, and I definitely want to put something above the bed And then that little pillow I'm thinking will go on the white chair. So if you look this way, these pieces are kind of big and they take up a lot of space. I didn't want to put them all on one wall because then they would fill the whole wall, and then I felt like this would be awkward space because the cabinet could be like right there, and then it's just like right in front of whatever I put there. Just like a good amount of open space right here. Okay, this is the plan. This, scoot over to be more here with everything on top of it. This piece, scooch it over to go here. Originally I was worried because of the heater, but it gets way too hot back here when I turn it on, so I keep that one closed and it just goes into the bathroom. So it doesn't matter if it's covered, so bring this over here. And then there will be like a big open space in this corner. I'm thinking of putting the chair there and then moving the cherry print to be by the chair or near the bed, and then getting a new laundry basket that's a corner size that'll kind of fit like where the stool is, but scoot it over. And then I want to bring the stool next to the drawers right here, and either put a plant on it or put the humidifier on it and then have more open space on that thing. Okay, you guys have now seen my entire apartment. You know the changes I want to make. Now I gotta do them. It's kind of expensive, but it's gonna happen. I'm gonna do the bedroom first and hopefully find a chair on Facebook Marketplace and get a rug and fix up that desk area. And then I'll have an apartment update on YouTube. Let me know in the comments what you think of my place, if you have any ideas, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.